What's up, guys? So this is my video response to Maid's video question: shopping online or shopping locally? I'm gonna have to take a lot of time explaining this because I usually do both. As far as you guys have known me, I've always done it online. I've always shopped at Hobby Link Japan, with an exception of Hobby Wave, where I got my Titans Gundam Mark II version 2.0, and then a whole lot from Sun Entertainment in San Francisco, which is actually a local shop. So I like doing both. But if I were to pick one or the other, I'm gonna tell you right now, I like to shop locally. Now, why locally instead of online? Well, for one particular reason, has a lot to do with it, and it's because I don't like using my card anymore. So I haven't really shopped online. I haven't really reserved or anything like that. Obviously, because I haven't gotten anything like particularly new except for the Unicorn Gundam in Unicorn mode, but I had to buy that one locally, overpriced at a ridiculous amount. And then I found it at another shop for a lot cheaper. So I kind of like, that was a slap in the forehead. But anyway, I guess let me kind of break down what I think are the benefits of shopping online and then shopping locally. And the benefits of shopping online: you can do first dibs. You can do like pre-orders if you know where to go. That's probably the main reason why I liked shopping at HLJ, because there was the whole pre-order thing. You pre-order early, you get your 5% off, which, believe it or not, is a lot if you're an American. Well, to me, I think 5% is a lot, even though it's not really that much of a difference. But yeah, you're getting your early discount. On top of that, when you get your first dibs, hey, you're like, I just got it, da da da, and I guess as a reviewer, it's a benefit for you. I don't know. I never really cared, but if you're a reviewer, I guess sometimes you would want to be one of the first to review something. I don't know. I never really cared. Obviously, I mean, it took me like months after Master Grade Exia's release for me to review it. Shoot, what was I getting at? Okay, so pre-orders, this and that. Oh, stock. Now, or availability is also another key thing, but then I can also get to that with the shopping locally. So availability, pre-orders, being able to get your thing quicker than most people as compared to waiting until they reach the States, or at least waiting until they reach your side of the country, wherever you are. So I guess basically convenience is another thing. Second thing, or not second thing, but now shopping locally. Unfortunately, this might not apply to everyone because, to where I live, there are a lot of things. Now, I'm gonna say this: shopping locally for me is very convenient, a lot more convenient than shopping online, because there are 3 Targets around me, one that I work at. There are 2 Walmarts around me, one which is closer to me, and then another one which is quite a bit farther, but they have a much bigger selection of toys. And there's one Toys R Us. There, on top of that, there are a whole bunch of like anime collectible stores. One of them actually is closing now because of slow business. And then there are a whole bunch of other hobby shops. There are a lot more in San Francisco, which to me is a little bit more inconvenient because I have to cross the bridge and pay for that and do all this other stuff and fees and things like that. But there are also a lot of supply stores like Michael's, which is an art store. They supply like testers, paints. There's this one shop, I forgot what it's called, but they do supply the Citadel, the Games Workshop paints. I've discovered Ace Hardware in Berkeley. They have a lower floor which has a lot of modeling things. Quite a few places. There are more places than I can count and keep track of, but for me it's more convenient to shop locally. On top of that, I'm actually able to bargain, which is something you kind of can't do online. Speaking of bargains, this guy right here which is the SIC Kamen Rider Kuga Rising Mighty form, growing form, and ultimate form. I actually did not find out about that until recently because I had no idea who or what Kuga was, because I'm just recently getting into Kamen Rider. I've been watching Double as of recently, and I'm absolutely loving it. But one thing I know about this figure is that it's friggin' awesome. It's sick. SIC. Sick. These figures are sick. And I really can't take my eyes off. The detailing on this thing is pretty freaking amazing. The only problem is they're friggin' expensive as hell. I got this for $40. The price tag on him was $54.67. There was also a 20% off discount card or a little thing advertisement on him, and I asked the dude, "Hey, how much is this going to be with the 20% off?" Pulls out the calculator, brings it down to 48 something. Then he goes and adds on and says, "But if you get it today, right now, and if you pay in cash, I'll give it to you for 40 even." And I was like, without a doubt, let me get it, because this whole couple of weeks, and even since WonderCon, I've been looking for nice Kamen Rider figures. I wasn't looking for those, those Ban Presto static figures or statuettes or whatever you want to call them. I was looking for figures. I was looking for SH Figure Arts. I wasn't really looking for SICs because I was aware of their price. I was looking for SH Figure Arts. So far, no luck. Unless there's another collector's kind of place that I'm missing out on that I haven't checked yet. And so far, my only chance of getting a good SH Figure Art figure, and I've been looking really for the Decade and a lot of the double SH Figure Arts. So I came across this guy. Had no idea, or not really no idea. I knew who Kuga was. I just had no interest yet. But now that I have the figure in my hand, I'm like, man, oh man, I think I'm getting myself into something deep. So I'm going to leave it at this guy for a second. I will be reviewing him once I get to the apartment. So I'm sure some of you guys are already excited about it, because Uber and Double O Rebirth have been asking me, "Hey, you got to review it." You guys got to review yours too, okay? If you have any more. Especially Uber. I know you haven't done your I know you haven't done a couple of figures yet, so go ahead. But anyway, those are my thoughts. That's my preference. I like to shop locally because of the fact that it's convenient for me. When I can bargain, I will. $40 for a SIC figure. Hey, I actually looked at the pricing for this thing. I think it's 3,500 yen, 3,700 yen, which is roughly $40. On top of that, it's basically me paying for the figure, the set itself, without paying for shipping, which is probably going to be another $5 or $8. So I got myself a deal. So I'm sorry to those who can't really shop locally, because it's actually pretty good to do so, because you can really find some good deals. When you're shopping for figures like Iron Man, Toys R Us, they've done this twice already. Get $2 for $10.99. As far as I know, Target sells them for $6.99, and they've been that way for a while. So you shop locally, you can basically get yourself a deal, and paying in cash does pay off. I've been saying that, and I've always said that when it comes to conventions and things like that, but believe it or not, I have the proof. Pay in cash when you can. Especially when you're, try this. I'm not saying, okay, maybe I shouldn't say try this, but I've thought of actually going to that same place, say that I only have $20 or $30, but the model kit costs, with the 20% off discount or whatever discount I can get or whatever, or the pricing total, if it's I don't know, $2 or $3 short of what it should be, I'm gonna say, "Hey, I only have this in cash. Can I get it?" I've done that in some conventions, and apparently I got my Master Grade Freedom for $40 instead of $45. I'm still kind of glad that happened. But yeah, so locally is my way. I would still do it online. I still can. But as far as as far as things go, or normal shopping, it would have to be locally, unless it's something I really want. Alright, that's my take. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.